whatever is not.
You know, we sent some staff to a school in Bastrop, March 11th. School of about maybe 300 or 400 people.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? There we go, there we go. Come on. Make some noise for us this evening. How y'all doing? Okay, since this is an art exhibition, and I'm typically in a more church formal setting where we were clapping, like say amen and stuff. So since this is more art, can I at least get some snaps then?
Absolutely. Got it.
Yeah, because it's a vibe. The train, the rain, it can't stop us because we here, right, for the culture, right, of the art of Northeast Louisiana. And I'm certainly so excited to be here on this evening where we get a chance to bring together mental health and art, right? And we see the two sides come together to empower every one of us. Since 4 o'clock, I've been here in this gallery doing different things, but also many others have come through here. Some are coming earlier because they have their own respective artwork, right, to exhibit, but they like to tour the crawl before the show begins at 5:30. And so many coming through, young and old, black and white, rich and poor, gay and straight, all walks of life. Why? Because we all can connect to having mental health or anxiety or depressive thoughts. If not today, go ahead and give yourself some snaps. Right? Because you can do it what happened on yesterday or last year. And so give yourself some snaps with that, right?
Absolutely.
And so maybe that doesn't apply to you right now, but you can remember and you can reflect, right? Those moments where you were in those dark times. But then there may be someone today that's still dealing, but may not feel comfortable going to a clinic, sitting on a couch with a therapist, taking man-made prescribed medication, whatever stigma there may be that may have prevented you or someone you know from getting the treatment that they need to be the best version of themselves. Those things are real, right? Those things are real. There are reasons why we don't take pharmaceuticals. There are reasons why we don't go to government clinics and government programs for assistance. There are stigmas, there are hesitations, there are reasons why, based on what they did to my daddy, my uncle, my granddad, my mom, my church member, whomever. So I'm not going to go. And Northeast Delta Human Services Authority, guess what? We're not perfect, and we recognize that. But in that, we say, let's pivot. What are other ways? What are alternative ways? What are non-traditional ways that we can offer treatment, that we can offer medicine to help someone realize their full human potential? Don't each and every one of us deserve to wake up and just feel the best version of ourselves? Give me some snaps. Come on now. To just wake up and feel like I am me, my tank is on full, right? Those knee joints, even though I may be bone on bone in the knees from my track days in high school and college, you know what? I still feel like I can jump a 40-inch vertical. I deserve to feel that way. Now, whether I can do it, you know. But to feel that way, right? The mind is empowering, right? As a man thinketh, so is he. So we deserve to think the way we want to be, right? And so that's what you see here today. We're excited at Northeast Delta Human Services Authority to present this mental health art exhibition. My name is Deron Talley. I'm the Public Information Director. I am not an artist of this medium or these platforms here, but I do consider myself an artist in other ways, such as spoken word, such as music. I can play the drums as well. Your boy can shred a little bit. But we all have art in us in some form or fashion that we can express ourselves. There is healing power in creative expression. Do we agree?
Yes. Yes.
And so we're going to let these artists tonight, there are 6 artists that we were fortunate enough to work with that have put together this gallery that you see before us. Before we do that, though, I'm going to call Miss Erin Davenport, one of my right hands, our special initiatives manager, who directly worked this program for me with the partnership with Northeast Louisiana Arts Council and the Downtown Arts Alliance as well. They're all going to come down at this time and speak from their respective perspectives about this partnership between government institution or these Delta Human Services Authority and some of our local organizations, some of our local people and individuals who just said, you know what, guys, we got to come together and bring art together in our community and grow this culture, which is what we know as the art crawl, but they're doing many other things as well. So Aaron, come first and then introduce the rest of our team.
So I need y'all to come a little closer because I can feel your energy. Come on in with it. Loving each other up in here, okay? If y'all watched the Transformation Thursday today, y'all would have seen me dropping off the positive vibes and the affirmation. Yes. But y'all, thank y'all for coming out tonight. I'm super, super excited about this exhibition for multiple reasons. Let me start off by this. Hello, my name is Erin, and I have anxiety. I also had postpartum depression that I found out when my daughter was 15 months, and I just thought I was going crazy and wanted to divorce my husband, even though everything about my situation was intentional. I'm proud to say that. And I believe in being transparent because there's somebody out there that needs to hear that. So we partnered with Downtown Art Alliance and the Northeast Louisiana Arts Council. Abigail can't be here. She's holding it down at her gallery right now. But I would like Ms. Brooks to come up here and say a few things about partnering with us because it's been a great experience. Come on down, Gail.
My name is Brooke Foy. I'm the president for the Downtown Arts Alliance, and I think Aaron gave me a call, shot an email, and said, hey, we have an idea. We'd like to work with you guys on an exhibition for mental health. We were thrilled from the beginning. My whole board loved the idea. We said, what can we do to help? This is what we do. The art crawl is what we do. We are a board of volunteers, and we're very passionate about the arts. Everything about this show is what we love about our community. It's somebody reaching out and saying we have an idea, and then us being a conduit, the Arts Council being a conduit for just sort of navigating how to bring those people together, show the art, throw a party for those people, embrace you guys as a community as well. This is a wonderful show. All of the artists that are in this exhibition, you guys did a wonderful job. You were asked to talk about something that may not be easy to talk about, but through your art, we believe that it makes it a little easier to speak it. I believe that, and I think that you guys might agree with me as well, and hopefully we'll get to hear from a couple of you. But the Downtown Arts Alliance is very thrilled to have this partnership, and we're looking forward to doing more things together.
All right, so when we did the artist call, the whole thing is important, but what I really like about this is that this call was opened up to artists of all skill levels. Now, we are a government agency, and you may think that we only want professional artists. We only want Don Coney up in here. We only want Frank Kelly. We only want Daryl Triplett, Vita Shell. But no, we want to work with everybody. And everyone is affected by developmental disabilities, addictive disorders, and mental and behavioral health. So I was super excited. So if you started painting yesterday, you could have, or done anything, because we opened it to craft makers as well, but you could have submitted as well. So I'm super excited about that. So let me introduce, and y'all can just wave, because I know some artists don't like to speak. They're like, I created this masterpiece, why are you asking me questions? Dreek Davis, right there. I.E. Paris, yes. Keegan Vaughn, yes. Jacera Francois, yes. Shakitra May White, yes, I can tell you. She puts up the lots as well as does the visual art, okay? I will be in your chair soon. We got one more. Rachel, where are you? Yes, Rachel, yes. These are our fabulous 6 regional artists, okay? Now, who wants to do some talking? Just a little bit. Rachel?
Right.
I heard Sarah wanted to say a few things. Come on down, Sarah. Y'all, let's give her some love, y'all. Yes, let's hear all about it. Okay, yes, ma'am.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah.
Well, I'm Jacera Francois. This show really did mean a lot to me for me to submit really any show for me to submit and just share a little bit bit of my work. My piece is Joy is Coming on when you first walk in, the 3-panel piece. So just a little bit about it, and then I'm gonna try to wrap it up. So I wanted my piece to mainly reflect just relief after going through, those hardships of how you feel going through mental health. As someone that has definitely felt that way, I also can really relate to this piece, but I wanted viewers to see my work and actually just feel like joy is coming. That's why I titled it Joy is Coming, because there is light at the end of the tunnel, even though you may feel like you're just in the depths and you can't get out of them. Me being a prime example of that happening. So I hope when y'all see my piece that you do feel what I was trying to translate visually to y'all. And that's it.
Very simple piece. My toddler, she's a ballerina. I say that in air quotes, but she took a picture in front of it. Shakitra, come on up here, ma'am. Come on down, ma'am. She also does spoken word, okay? I'm just saying, you gotta
I was grateful for this opportunity because I'm a novice. When I say a novice, I literally mean I'm at the bottom of the totem pole here. But it allowed me to be able to tap into some things that you would not have known that I struggle with. I'm a veteran and I struggle with PTSD. I was a victim of MST, which is military sexual trauma. So my restored piece is a reflection of not staying at the bottom, but allowing life to heal me, allowing myself to be able to tap into those things that really mean the most to me. And at the top, as you can see, the heart, that's my restored. It's broken at the bottom, but at the top it's whole. So it's coming from brokenness to wholeness. So that is my piece.
One more artist that wants to say something about their piece. Come on, y'all.
You are not allowed to take turns.
So I'm Keegan, and my piece is that one back over there. And obviously, I have mental health stuff. And part of the reason I really like this project is it kind of starts a conversation, which is what I wanted to show with my piece, because there is so much stigma around mental health, which kind of like you were talking about earlier leads, and he was as well, to a lot of people not seeking out help or the resources that they need. And growing up in this area, I kind of faced a lot of that with my family. Mental health is like not a thing, like it's a lack of faith or a lack of something wrong with you, whereas this project kind of shows that it's like a universal thing that we all kind of feel. And I really like this project because of that. And so I'm leaving, so now you can come up. So there you go. There you go.
Wow, there's a lot of y'all. Hello. I'm Andy Harris. I've made the two pieces, this one right here with all the scribbles and that one with all the eyeballs. Yes, I did struggle a little bit with mental health, and every now and again I still get it kind of like comes back. But basically my pieces, I wanted them to depict how depression and also anxiety can affect your everyday to day. Like this one, loss of self. This, I want to talk about how you sometimes lose your sense of identity after depression has just kicked you in the butt for so long. Okay, thank you.
No,
Breathe? Oh. But I just want to talk about how you just lose yourself after your struggles with mental health, and it's kind of hard to come back to all that. But with the use of be it medicines, exercise, vitamins even, you can get back to your former self, or a little bit of your former self. It might not always be 100%, but that's okay, because that's a journey that we will all go on, and we're just striving to just be a little bit better. So that's what I want my art to be about.
Thank you. Would any other artists like to say something? Dree? Come on, Dree. Come on, Professor. You gotta say something. Come on, yeah.
Something. No, I'm going to keep it brief because the artist statement back there says a lot more than I have time to say, the time allotted. But the primary impetus for the work is just thinking about what students that I teach or have taught were going through during COVID. We tend to think about college and the college experience being a safe space, and we know that a lot of people were thrown into a blender of sorts when they were forced to go back to homes and other living situations that they weren't prepared to go back to, and being stuck in those situations without having a place to turn to and or vent to. And so in my interactions with students during the shutdown, I could tell some obvious changes in students' behavior and mental state, and there was nothing that I could conceivably do from a distance virtually. And that was the seed that was planted for me thinking about how to address the issues that undergraduates, not just on my campus, were going through, but just in general. And people as a whole, when we were forced to return or to be at home in a space that you couldn't really navigate in the way that you would the normal, free world, quote unquote, right? So each one of those pieces is an illustration of some data sets that were taken from 2 studies that focus specifically on undergraduate experiences starting in 2013 up to 2022. And basically the transparency of the images that is represented there is a illustration of the percentages of those response rates. And I'm going to stop there because it gets kind of nerdy if I talk. But the short version is that the idea of transparency is to talk about the interconnectedness of all these experiences that we have on an individual level, but also on a communal level, and how inextricable those experiences are. That in order for us to be better as a community, we have to make sure that we're doing what we need to do in order to take care of ourselves. And so to seek out those resources, or to try to find someone who can point you to the resources that you think you may need in order to help you get to the type of person that you want to be, so you can actualize yourself as opposed to being a reduced, smaller version of yourself. Right? Thank you.
Rachel, I think you want to say a little something, girl. You're the last one.
Come on down.
Yes.
I wasn't even gonna
And y'all, let's just peep the shoes that she dressed up here because. Okay. The shoes are on point.
I couldn't be the only one to not talk, apparently. So I'm one of the emerging artists, so I want to start by saying thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
For giving me the opportunity.
Thank you.
I have 4 pieces, one on the back wall, the flowers, medicine, and then this one back up. I got inspiration from looking at or thinking about what my mental health would look like. I'm kind of just like everybody else. I struggle a lot. I came into multiple diagnoses after I had my 4 wonderful children because I put myself last. And I am currently dealing with trying to get better. And this art has been just as helpful as my medication. So, it's exactly what I need, and I had no idea I needed it, so once again, thank you.
Rachel, like what you said about the artwork being just as helpful as your medicine, that's one of the things that our executive director and our visionary, Dr. Sizer right here, that's one of the things he says, that creative expression in art is medicine, it's healing, and it's non-traditional. However, it can help and stabilize the traditional methods. And with that being said, I would like to introduce Dr. Sizer for him to say a few words, because all of this came from him. So thank you, Dr. Sizer.
Well, how good and pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. As I was listening to the artists, I thought about the revelation I received relative to this initiative. What they said is the reason why we are doing what we're doing. And you might ask, why is it that a state agency is so bold enough to do this type of work? It is because of you that we are doing this type of work. We recognize that traditional therapy is great, but it's not sufficient to meet the needs of every person with the mental health issue. And we have to go beyond the walls, and we have to get out into communities. And what better way to bring people together to stigmatize mental illness and addiction than this? And we believe that the creative arts, done right, is not only a unifier, but it's a healer. It's a healer to our bodies, it's a healer to our families, it's a healer to our communities, it's a healer to our region, and it's a healer to our state, and yes, it's a healer to our nation.
Yes, yes.
We all can express ourselves. And the highest form of freedom is self-expression. And when you can self-express and be on one accord, with one mind, one body, one aim, we can bypass all the isms and see those in need as brothers and sisters. So ladies and gentlemen, this is what this is all about. This is about the Great Commission. It's about doing for the least of them, the lost, the ones who don't have a voice. It's about helping us come together and exhibit these wonderful masterpieces, because they are wonderful masterpieces. And if you can do it, artists, you're that beacon of light for those children that I just heard today, for example. 91 screened positive out of 200 for suicide at a middle school in Bastrop. That's a lot of young people that are struggling. And you may have struggled, and you may still be struggling. But these pieces of art, as they travel throughout this region, they will tell a story to young children and adults and seniors about what it means to self-express, what it means to talk about things that people hide and don't want to talk about. Because let the truth be told, we're all going through something, coming out of something, or about to go back through something. And so I'm just so thankful tonight for the partnership with Floyd and you and your team and the others who are gathered here. And certainly our team members, Davenport and Talley and Young, for coordinating this wonderful initiative. And we're going to do more and greater things. Because as I continue to say, I'm going to give New Orleans its props. But behind New Orleans, in the state of Louisiana, guess who will be the destination next to New Orleans when people think about creativity and innovation regarding the arts? It will be Northeast Louisiana. Behind New Orleans now. You can't take New Orleans. I gotta give them that. But the second best destination in the state of Louisiana will be Northeast Louisiana.
Yes.
It's only enough from here. God bless you all. And definitely talk to the artists and look at these wonderful pieces, and we'll continue to do this bigger and better next time. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you. Do you have any final words? Okay, you guys, thank y'all for attending the artist talk. To the artists, y'all are awesome. Mix, mingle, have fun, all right? Oh, yeah, group picture. All the artists.
I like that. I like that. I need a mask now. What's that?
I can steal superpowers from anybody. I would steal this man to myself and use it for good.
It's a bad habit. Are we taking the picture as a group before everybody disappears?